One of the most breathtaking views I had ever seen was from the edge of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone River. Ever since then, I had wanted to explore its tributaries that carve deep canyons through the remote mountain ranges of Wyoming and Montana. This summer, I searched across Google Earth for access points where I could explore these canyons and capture the immense scale of them from the sky. Over the course of 3 days, I followed one of its largest branches from the plains up into the mountains. I came to learn that within this canyon lies a history as immense and dramatic as the cliffs themselves, and that this river has supported life in the West in more ways than one. We ended this journey at a unique source of the river, but it begins where the Clark's Fork of the Yellowstone River pours out onto the vast, empty plains of Wyoming. These mountains are over 4,000 vertical feet from my campsite down below. It was hard to even fathom how large they were. The next day, after a night of unbelievably powerful thunderstorms, we head further up the canyon to its deepest point. When I first spotted this little dirt road on Google Earth, I knew it was my ticket. So, before I set out, I flew my drone across the canyon, looking for places on the edge of the plateau where I could camp for the night. Look at this canyon. It's hard to put into words or even understand the scale of this canyon, but it is thousands of feet deep. We were actually down that way to start the day today, and then it has a beautiful curve, and then two tributary canyons right there. Just immense. All right, this is our campsite for the night. This is a really interesting area as well because the Nez Perce Indians actually evaded capture by climbing down the sides of this canyon. I forget the exact insert story here. This place was the site of one of the most daring escapes in the history of the Wild West. In 1877, during the Nez Perce War, Chief Joseph and his band of over 700 men, women, and children defied orders to be confined to their new reservation and were chased across the rugged landscapes of the West by General Howard and several hundred U.S. soldiers. The chief outsmarted the general when his knowledge of game trails allowed him to take an immense gamble. He doubled back on his route and somehow led his entire group down a sheer face to the safety of the river below. As you can imagine, the pursuing army did not follow their path. All right, we just watched the incredible sunset. Time to go to sleep. No complaints over here. coffee. Let's go, buddy. All right, good morning. We're gonna go check out this waterfall. This is a really unique geologic feature caused by the water forcing itself and breaking through this big extrusion of dolomite limestone. In the springtime or during flood stage, this thing would be just a monster. Really unique, and one of the coolest parts is that there's springs coming out of the cliff. Hey, look at all that water pouring out of the cliff bands. That's very cool. So there's a lot of natural springs around here. I'd love to go fill up a water bottle over there. One of the wildest thoughts I had while in Yellowstone is that the area feels like a giant open wound of the earth, where the lifeblood, aka water, oozes to the surface to spill out and nourish the plains and the deserts. From this source, the snowmelt and spring water feeds a major artery of the Missouri River down the Mississippi and all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, sustaining thousands of miles of animal and human habitats the entire way down. We have a lot to thank these mountains for. I'm gonna find a way to get to the other side because I really want to stand on these big pillars of limestone. We were just over there an hour ago and had to drive 10 minutes and hike 2 miles just to cross this 10-foot ravine. Some of the coolest canyons are like that. You might be 10 feet away from something on the other side of a canyon, but hours and hours of effort just to get to that other side.
All right, truly amazing place. Really glad I found this. Obviously, I was not the first person to find this waterfall on Google Earth, but that area where we camped out last night, overlooking that canyon, is truly one of the coolest access points I think I found on Google Earth to a really big canyon system. So I'll consider that to be a Google Earth discovery. And it's been an awesome, epic couple days in an absolutely beautiful, beautiful area. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, let me know down below. This is Nolan Fisher, aka the POV channel, and have a good rest of your day.